pause. What you doing, how you doing, what you doing, and who you are. Flex yourself, impress yourself. Check yourself, don't wreck yourself. If you know me, then you know that I be knowing what's up. Hey, Stephanie Graham is nosy as
WLPN LP Chicago 105.5 FM radio. It's Lumpen Radio. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's Saturday. Welcome to 2 o'clock. It is Stephanie, your friend and host, and I am so excited for today's special guest. I have to tell you all something. I hope you brought your appetite to today's show. Because, guys, we are joined by Niehla Ollie, a.k.a. Niehla O. And Niehla has spent over 20 years in the fashion and beauty industry before pivoting to a career that nourishes from the inside out. After a late-night craving in Milwaukee sparked her love for hummus, she began creating unique flavors and sharing them with her Los Angeles community in 2016. Following a move back to Chicago, Niehla, welcome back.
Thank you.
And personal loss, Niehla launched Homegirls Hummus full-time in 2021, building a vibrant community around her of flavorful plant-based creations. So today, Niehla's on a mission to spread love, connection, hummus, one scoop at a time. Niehla Ollie, welcome to noseyAF.
Oh my God. Hi. First of all, let me say this.
Yeah.
It is very moody and sexy in here.
Thank you.
You got your radio voice on, girl. You were
Thank
doing
you.
your thing. I love seeing my friends walk in their greatness.
Oh, thank you.
Honey, you're so great. I can't wait. Okay?
Shout out to Bonnie Deshawn.
Okay. Hi, sis. How you doing?
Niehla,
Yes.
how did you find your love for food and cooking in the first place? Because I love a takeout. Let me just tell you.
So, I mean, I like a takeout as well, but I'm so particular with the way I like my food to be given to me. And so when it's
Bring
not...
the mic a little closer to you.
Okay,
Sorry.
Michael, you come here. Hello. Hey, fella.
Great.
Is that better?
Yes, great.
Hey, guy. So I like my food a certain way, and I know what I like for it to taste like. And so, I worked in the fashion beauty industry for some years. I have an artistic background. And, of course, typically when people are creative in one area, they tend to be creative in other areas. And I started playing around with cooking, back in like the 2000s, and found out that I liked it. So when I had time, I would play around with stuff, just putting stuff in the pot, cooking it up, like using a recipe as a base and then making it my own. And so once I knew that I had this love of creating things on top of the stove, I knew what I wanted my food to taste like. So, like, when I was eating McDonald's,
Yeah.
if I get a filet of fish, somebody turned me on to having a filet of fish with barbecue sauce on it.
Oh,
It's the
never
only
heard
way
that.
that I want it now. It's the only way I would eat a filet of fish. And if it doesn't have the barbecue sauce on it, then I don't even want it. What are we doing? So,
Question.
Yeah.
When driving, how do you eat your filet of fish with barbecue sauce? Are they giving you the cup? And then are you like, how are you driving, putting that on your fish? Are they doing it in
First
the...
of all, what you do is you pull over into the parking lot.
Okay.
And you eat your meal because you don't want to eat it cold, because the worst thing that you can have is cold McDonald's.
Okay.
And so then there's that.
Life hack.
Hello. So yeah, I mean, there's that.
Okay, and you were saying?
And so, I just like things a certain way. I know what tastes good to me.
Okay.
And so I like to be in control of that. You know, one of those people who like to control things.
In my research,
Uh-oh.
I learned that your love of hummus came from a night in Milwaukee. Tell us more, because I got to tell you, one time I was in Milwaukee.
What happened?
And for some reason, I felt led to do the electric slide.
Oh, did you do it?
I did, and a woman thought she should film me. And I'm like, I put my hand up. I said, no.
No cameras, please?
Period. No cameras,
Did people
please.
join in? Did other people join in?
Yes, other
I
people were
love
doing it
it
with me. Like maybe there was 3 of us.
Okay.
But, lady, don't film me.
Ma'am,
This is
get
not
outta here.
TikTok. This is
Okay.
not TikTok. So
No ticking
and
or
she's like,
talking
I was
for
just
you.
trying to take, and I was like, I don't know you. And she stopped. She stopped. But take me back, or take us back to that night in Milwaukee. What was it about hummus that lit the spark for you?
Okay, come on, y'all. Come on back.
Okay.
So, actually, I had a late night craving in Chicago, but it was craving a hummus that I had in Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
So, see, your source, you got to go and check them because they gave you wrong information.
I see.
And that's what I don't like.
Trust
So
me.
we're going to check them.
Yes.
Right after this, we're going over there. No, I had some hummus in Milwaukee. It was really tasty. I had it a few times. I was craving it. one night I was home in Chicago, and the drive is about 2 hours. So I wasn't going back to Milwaukee anytime soon to get this hummus, but I figured I like to cook. I'm a smart girl. I can figure this out. My dad's a good cook. My mom's a good cook. I can figure this out. So then I went to the grocery store, and I knew the hummus was green, and that's about the gist of it. I didn't even know what flavor it was. And so I just started looking up basic hummus recipes, and then I bought all these things to make it green. And by the time I got through experimenting and adding stuff and subtracting stuff, I had made this hummus that was really delicious. And my dad, I had him to try it because my dad was a guy. He was a foodie too. But my dad was like Captain Carnivore. Mm-hmm. He was about the meats. He's from Mississippi. Any animal that you could name, he probably has eaten it.
Okay.
And so he tasted it and he said, "Oh, you're really onto something, girl. This is good." And I said, "Well, if Dad liked it, then I know that I'm doing something right."
Yeah.
And so I said, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. One day I'm going to start a company called Homegirls Hummus because I'm everybody's best friend. And that's the beginning of it, okay?
I love that.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever knew that.
Well, here you go. And don't listen to your sources.
No.
Just don't ask my neighbor. Talk to me, okay? Okay.
Well, so like at what point, since it was just fun, were you like, okay, you're like, I'm going to make this a business? Was it all just in that one fell swoop? Like, okay,
No.
my dad liked it. I'm going to start a business.
I said to myself, one day I'm going to start this business. I knew what I was going to call it. And then I started joking around with this hashtag, Hummus for the Holidays.
Okay.
That was like this thing that I'd love to say. And so like a couple months later, then I was in L.A. looking for apartments with one of my really good friends because I knew that I was planning on moving there. And so once I actually moved to L.A. and got settled, and I was there like maybe 2 years in, I said, okay. I was still working in the beauty industry. I knew my time was winding down. I knew that I wanted to pivot and do something different. Like I knew I only had a certain amount of time left in that. So I was like, I need to start looking for my next thing. And I knew that was going to be Homegirls Hummus. I had no idea at that time, like when I really started to make this a business in 2016 when I was in LA, that today this would actually be my full-time career. And so it's truly a blessing.
A dream. I got to tell you, as an artist, anytime we have like open crits, somebody is always quick to have a hummus.
They will.
What is it about hummus that is just such an easy go-to snack to just quickly grab on your way to an open crit or open house or a potluck?
I think that hummus really makes people feel very cultured.
Okay.
It's not the run of the mill like, oh, I'm gonna bring some guac, oh, I'm gonna bring some queso dip. Like the good thing about hummus is that most people can have it because of course it's vegan.
Yeah.
Unless you put some meat on it.
Do people do that, put meat on hummus?
I mean, there's so many different things that you can do with hummus to make it fabulous.
Okay.
Hummus toppers are all the rage.
Hummus toppers?
Mm-hmm. Taking hummus and making it creative by doing something. I do a lot of delightful things with hummus. So,
okay.
But, it's one of those things that it makes most people love it. And even if they don't like it, they'll act like they like it because everybody else is eating it. And they don't want to seem like they're barbaric. They're like, oh, I'm cultured too. I'm going to have this delicious dip. So,
I love the idea of thinking that hummus equals cultured.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what else people say to make themselves feel cultured?
Tell me.
I think light bites. Hey guys, stop by for some light bites. I don't like that. It's not. And then the light bites are like mozzarella sticks, like cut in half. It's
deep
like
fry. It's very light because you can't even have a whole one.
like, give me this whole tray.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I think that people are. They try to fall under the Jesse Jackson Act, that whole rhyming thing.
Okay.
They think that if they rhyme, that it's a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, because I like to rhyme.
Yeah.
And so every once in a while, I get it, but everybody calm down. Light bite, don't make it right, okay?
You like to rhyme. Do you have bars?
I have bars in one of my cars.
Okay.
But I keep it in the trunk.
Okay.
Because it's not any junk. Okay?
Right,
Yeah.
right. Wow. Wow.
Cha-cha-cha.
That's amazing.
I try to do a little something for the homies.
So, how do you like being a business owner?
I love it. I love having autonomy of my time, of my resources, all those things. I mean, it has a lot of really, really great attributes. At the same time, it's not for the faint of heart. So, like, although people look at it like, oh, must be nice, like, it's also, you working 7 days a week. It's also getting up at 4 a.m. and going to bed at about 12:30. It's also like sometimes 21-hour days, you know, and it's also pushing through and doing things you don't necessarily want to do. It's also no sick days. It's no PTO. You know, it's also how many years are you working without getting a regular paycheck because you can't afford to pay yourself because you're building a business. Mm-hmm. So all of those things, there's, you know, highs and lows to everything, but you have to think about what's the most valuable to you and then work around that. Because, you know, although I don't have PTO, although I don't have a company paying for my medical, of course, all those other things, and I don't have a 15th or a 30th, I do have the opportunity to say, I think I'm going to go to Wyoming on the 3rd. And I'm going to look up a cheap ticket on, you know, my favorite airline, and I'm going to get a ticket to go to Wyoming. What am I going to do in Wyoming? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm going because I want to.
Yeah, because you do hear folks say, like, I want to be my own boss because of this time freedom. That seems like a thing that a lot of people want is time freedom. But then you do talk to folks that have their own business, and it doesn't necessarily seem that it's just that simple, I guess, to say.
It's not.
Yeah.
At all.
Would you recommend it? Are you enjoying yourself?
I love, it depends on what you have to do something that you love, something that you would do even if you weren't getting paid for it, you know, something that you believe in. For me, I'm not a BSer, so if I'm pushing a product, it's because I believe in the product.
Yeah.
I have to believe in the product, otherwise I'm not a salesperson. I'm just a people person. I like a good conversation with people. I like to recommend things that I really like. I like to talk to people about the options and things like that. So I really like people, and I like to enrich people's lives. And I feel like I've created a lane for myself where I'm able to do just that. I'm able to make friends anywhere. I'm able to be a day maker and bring joy. I'm also able to enrich people's lives with information about healthier food options and flavor profiles and different ways to use it and things like that. And so it's really great. It's really great. I enjoy it.
Excuse me. As you have moved into healthy foods, as you mentioned, like hummus is vegan, and you just mentioned like healthy foods. What, like in 2025, is healthy foods like abundant? Is it everywhere? Is it easy to eat healthy? What's your opinion on that?
I think it's really about the choice. I mean, I think a lot of people talk about what they don't like. I think a lot of people I just had a conversation with a friend earlier today about Thanksgiving. I'm going out of town for Thanksgiving, so I'm going to be with my friend and
What's your
her.
flight number?
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh.
And so she was like, now, I said, well, what can I, what would you like for me to make? She was like, well, what do you want to make? She was like, are you going to be making some of that vegan stuff? I said, first of all, don't do me like that.
Yeah.
I said, I make good food. If it's vegan or not, that doesn't matter. It's going to be delicious. You're not going to even know that it's, you wouldn't even think that it's vegan. That's not going to be the first thing that enters your mind. I don't lead with, hey, try some of this vegan hummus. Well, hummus is vegan. Try this vegan apple. Yeah. Try this vegan banana. Like, who cares? Does it taste good or not? Do you want it or not? So if you enjoy a really good salad, you don't have to put cheese on your salad. But there are vegan cheese options or plant-based cheese options. You can be vegan, you can be vegetarian, you can be a carnivore. It's up to you and what you decide for your life, but you can always find something that will meet your flavor profile. No matter what you do, it's all a choice. Some places to eat are harder than others if you decide to dine out a lot. There are a lot of places that don't take people who don't eat meat into consideration. I have really fallen into more of a pescatarian lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because if I do dine out, like you go to breakfast with people, if you don't eat meat, what can you have? You can have toast, you can have oatmeal, you can have grits, you can have potatoes. So you're going to have a carb-filled breakfast?
No, that's
Or,
not good.
you know what I'm saying? You can say, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and eat an egg. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be, because then, like, people like to ask about protein. Because now we're seeing how important, air quote, protein is. They're putting it in everything. They got vegan popcorn out now. They have vegan chips. They have vegan beverages. They have vegan ramen noodles. They have, one of my favorite comedians was just talking about it on his Instagram page. It's like all these proteins, I'm sorry, and I meant to say protein instead of vegan. So protein popcorn, protein ramen noodles.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's a vegan popcorn?
Beverages. I mean, well, if you put butter in it, and, whatever, then it's no longer vegan.
Oh,
if it's dairy.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
But I usually pop my popcorn stovetop with olive oil. I do all the things.
What's the movie theater popcorn? Is that vegan? Because that butter is like...
It's not butter, and I hate movie theater popcorn.
So it's not vegan.
I don't know what is in that mixture of oiliness.
Okay.
I can't really say. But what I can say is that, you find what you like, and you can veganize most things, or at least make it vegetarian. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of options, but then we have to think about the things that you're adding. Are they worse than the things that you're replacing? So that's a consideration, too. It really just depends on what your priorities are.
With the holidays coming up for folks, because I have seen that. I've been, at graduation parties or weddings and seeing people planning menus. And I'm like, oh, what if somebody's like vegetarian or vegan? They're like, oh, well, we have salad here. And it's like, well.
That's really rude. And
I think it's very rude, too.
And typically when they have salad, they'll have like buttermilk salad dressing. So then it's like, this person can't have anything.
My question is, as people are planning for the holidays, can you give us some sample things that we can have? That folks that, in the event that they have a vegan, vegetarian, plant-based guest show up, what's, 3 things that we could have on the table that would make them feel like, wow, they really considered me? Give me a budget of like $25 to $50.
Okay, so you can do your vegetable dishes and make them plant-forward or plant-friendly. By not using regular butter, you can use olive oil, you can use avocado oil, things like that. I make vegan collard greens that are amazing, and you would think that they have meat in them, but they don't. I use mushrooms instead of meat. And I season them because with most things, you have to season it. Yeah. You can take your sweet potatoes and do sweet potato spears, like cut them into like wedges and, season them and toss them in olive oil and put them in the oven, as opposed to doing the candy sweets with all the butter and all of the brown sugar and all the sugar and all those other things. You can still add some of those elements. It doesn't have to have the butter. But you can make a like really nice like sauce, like a soy ginger glaze or something, and put those in the oven. I've had those at one of the grocery stores makes sweet potato wedges, and they're really good. You can also do like a dressing. You can do like a dressing. I don't like stuffing. Most people of my hue don't really do stuffing.
I don't like Thanksgiving food, honestly.
Oh my God. Well, dressing is my jam.
Oh, not
and
mine.
I'm still gonna have it. For Thanksgiving, so then I will make sure that my dressing it tastes like dressing, but it's going to be plant-forward. Okay. And I make a really good plant-forward cornbread dressing that you wouldn't even know was plant-forward or vegan.
So it sounds like it's really thinking about butter.
It's thinking about butter. It's also thinking about meat. A lot of people, culturally, depending on, the culture, will put meat in everything. Mm-hmm. Like I once went to a family barbecue for my brother-in-law's family, and there was meat in everything. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, what can I have? And, of course, they had buttermilk ranch salad dressing. So I really ate a piece of bread. And I was like, well, I'm about to go. I'll see y'all later. They didn't even have, fish because like I said, I'm more of a pescatarian now, and they didn't even have fish. So there was nothing I could have. And so I would say to you, when hosting people at your house, really consider the fact that a lot of people may not have the same diet that you have, or people may have dietary restrictions. So be considerate enough to have people, and don't be dismissive about it. Just be like, okay, I'm going to, even if you got to cater out. Even if you said, well, I don't know how to cook that, even though you can go online and learn how to cook everything else, you're a Pinterest superstar. But all of a sudden, when it comes to making food that doesn't have meat or dairy in it, you don't know what to do. I mean, replace things. It's not that hard. But I think that there's some kind of mental block because people do what they want to do, right? Yeah. So, yeah.
Going back to Homegirls Hummus, one of the things that I think is cool that you do is you're always at, like, farmers markets.
Yes.
Tell me, like, your experience at your first farmer's market.
I absolutely love the farmers market culture. It really is about making friends. It's really about having good conversation, sampling your product, and then just putting it in a bag. Because here's one of the tips I would give to anybody who is thinking about doing farmers market. If you have a food product, have samples. If your product's good, it's going to sell. So it's really about being engaging. It's really about building relationships. It's really about, for me, it's about being a day maker. I worked in retail for quite some time. I've had some really, really great training in terms of my retail life and how to be a great at customer service. I really enjoy customer service. It's the nature of who I am because I have more of a servant's heart. And so I'm here like, how can I help you? How can I make your day better? How can I help you to utilize whatever this product is that you have? And maybe you don't know how to use it. I got you. Let me help you out because that's kind of my posture. So you have to be a person who likes people, number one. And you have to want to engage with people. And if you have social anxiety or you don't want to talk to people or you don't like people, then it's not for you.
Okay,
hire
really?
people to work for you.
Wow, yeah. Because as you were talking, I was thinking, I was like, oh my gosh, like what if you don't want to be around people or...
Then you be a person who pays to hire people who do want to be around people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand people who work in the customer service industry and they're like, well, I don't like customers, I don't like people. Well, it's in the job title. So customer service, you have to service the customers.
Right. Why are you getting an attitude with me?
Yeah. Why are you like, don't do it. That's not for you.
That's tough. It's a tough life out there.
I mean, it really, it's about choices.
Yeah, it is. But sometimes we have no choice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, you could either say you get a job at McDonald's. Do you want to assemble the Macs or do you want to ring on the register?
Yeah.
It's really simple. Do you want to put the filet of fish in the convection oven? Do you want to be on fries? Yeah. Or do you want to be the person who calls the number to give the people their order? And it just always seems like the people who are calling the number and who are at the register, they don't want to be there. Switch places.
Maybe it's bad management. Maybe the manager put them up there, and they're like, I'd rather actually be back on the sandwich line. I don't know why you have me up here.
Or maybe they're up there because they're trying to steal out of the register. Oh my God. But they don't really like customer service.
They better not be.
I mean, people do it. I've heard some stories.
You have?
I have, but anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's tough. That's tough.
I mean, shrinkage is a real thing, and it has a name because people shrink stuff. So
they certainly do.
Yeah.
When what's been your most homegirl, we made it, homegirl hummus made it moment so far? You think?
One of my moments was when I was contacted by one of our local news stations to be on the air to come up, show people a recipe using my product. It was just such a beautiful situation, a beautiful thing. I was so grateful and proud that all of the work that we were doing to give people a better snacking option had been, recognized. When the mayor came by our booth a few years ago at a farmer's market we were doing up north, he looked at the map. The market manager told me he looked at the map. He saw the names of the companies. He said, this company right here with a name like Homegirls Hummus, I need to go meet her. I need to see who this is. So that was awesome, and I got to chat with him for a little while, so that was great. Another moment was when we were recognized by the city treasurer's office as a Chicago Star. We got the Chicago Star Award, and that was awesome.
Oh, cool. Did they give you a real award of a star?
There was a piece of paper that had a star on it.
I'm happy that's
said,
there.
Hey, there we go. I'm grateful for all things great and small.
Yeah, because what if it had an octopus on there and it was called the Star Award?
Then I would have said, hey, guys, can you put a tattoo on the octopus? I don't know. Something.
Yeah. That's exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
When was that?
The Chicago Star Award, I think it was issued at the beginning of this year. Yeah, beginning of 2025.
Do you do you have that on your products? We have the Star Award.
I probably should put that somewhere. We are an award-winning hummus brand.
Yeah.
I should. I just actually thought about that this morning. I think that when you are busy doing the work, you don't always look up to smell the flowers and say, oh, let me breathe and take in this recognition, or let me, breathe and take in this, whatever has happened, this award or whatever, because you're busy doing the work.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you have to stop and say, okay, this is great. How do I let other people know that these people found me important? Because unfortunately, we live in a culture of people who have herd mentality. So wherever the crowd goes, that's where people are going to go. They need the culture to tell them that this is good so they can do it too. And so when people see, oh, you're recognized, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, and if I wasn't, the product is still a product and it's still good, but I'm glad that it's important to you that I was recognized by these people that you don't really know.
Sure, exactly.
So, hey, live your best. And no judgment. I get it. People want to know that other people find you important so that they can deem you important. Unfortunately, that's how the world works. And so you got to roll with it.
That's what I hate with Instagram and stuff. Folks are like, oh my gosh, they have all these followers, so they must be worthy of following. Or
they could have bought their followers.
Yes, they most certainly could have.
Yeah, and a lot of them do. And God bless.
That's wild. I should start a follower purchase business. I wonder how that even works.
Should.
But that really wouldn't be a business of integrity.
So then you could open up 10,000 Instagram accounts and then follow those people from each of your accounts.
And how much could I charge?
I don't know, but that seems like, how would you even enjoy your money? That seems like a whole lot of work.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it would be a values-based business, that's for sure.
No.
Unless my value is get that bread,
Get that bread.
Get that bread. What rhymes with bread?
I don't know. I was just thinking of words, and I was like, let me be quiet right now. Get that bread, talk to Fred.
I think I was going to ask, we have 3 minutes until our break, but I was going to see, so you tell me if this can be answered in this, but I was curious, all your hummus flavors have such fun names, and I was wondering how you thought of the names.
I have a background in marketing. It's what I have a degree in, and so working in different spaces with my degree, I never really got to have the fun of working in marketing, but when I've always launched my own business ventures, naming things was always important to me because
I love titles.
Yeah, I love it. That's how you draw people in. It makes them curious. They're like, "Oh my God, what's that?" Blah, blah, blah. And so
they sound just like that as well.
Yeah, my green hummus, which was the the flagship flavor, is called Prosperity. It's a spinach jalapeno hummus. And it's called Prosperity, and people usually really like the name. And so sometimes when I'm selling it, I'm like, guaranteed $200 in unexpected, income coming at the end of this week. I'll say stuff like that. And they're like, oh, I'll get that one. It's just a fun thing to say. Yeah. But also, let me speak that over your life, honey, because I don't know, you might need $200, and I want you to have it, and you never know when a check is in the mail.
Yeah, really. You never do know.
That's correct. You don't know, okay?
That's fun. So do you just come up with that off the top of your head, or do you write that down? Do you spend time writing these fun
Absolutely
things?
Absolutely not. Whatever God gives me, that's what I'm putting it down. I mean, I'm one of those people who I'm pretty good with language, pretty good with words, pretty witty or clever, and not to blow my own horn, but you have to know your strengths. And so, just like when you talk to your friends, you're like, girl, you talked to motorcycle today. It's like, I don't know what it is about black women, but we love naming things and we're really good at it. And then when you say that, the person will know exactly what you're talking about. And so it's a superpower. And that's one of my superpowers. I like to give titles or name things.
How do you manage, what's your self-care plan while you're on the run running this business?
I wish I had an answer for you. I try to take moments where I can. I try to run away and go to the Korean spa when I can. And even when I'm there, I can't really rest because I'm worried about the stuff that I could be doing.
Yeah.
But then by the time I get home, I'm so exhausted that I just want to get in bed. So it's a catch-22. I'm learning, though, how to make space and time for that so that I can make it a priority for myself.
Yeah. It's hard.
Very much so.
It's you have to remember, sometimes I'll just be at home and I'll be on the computer and it's why don't you just put this down and actually go watch the movie from your couch and just chill? You don't have to be multitasking. That's something I'm always trying to check myself about. No need to multitask. Just stop working. But working is fun. I enjoy it.
If you enjoy what you do, it's important. But we have to have balance.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to start to resent the thing that you love so much because you've given so much of yourself.
Yeah. Niehla, we have to take a quick break. Listener, thanks for being here. We'll be right back.
Your news, Chicago.
Your news and interest, Chicago.
All news is good and
Chicago's
interest.
local
At
panopticon.
AWCY-FM, we report the headlines you missed
The interest that you didn't know that you had.
and the thoughtful commentary you're ready for.
Join
Ham Smedley,
our sponsors
and true local Chicagoans just like you.
as they report the good news, because all news is good news, Chicago.
Saturday, 8 to 9 p.m. on WLPN LP 105.5 FM.
Lumpen Radio.
Take a trip through Latin America's vinyl past circa 1950s and on. Get ready for hard-hitting cummiers, eccentric pop, garage rock and tropical sounds with a few surprises here and there. Every Tuesday from 8 to 10 p.m. Here at Lumpen Radio 105.05 FM Chicago. Sonorama. Vintage Latin sounds.
Buddy gives artists and small manufacturers in Chicago a place to showcase and sell their goods and artworks. Buddy retails to a vast audience of Chicagoans and visitors at the Chicago Cultural Center. Buddy is a shop as local as it gets. Buddy is part of the nonprofit Public Media Institute. Visit hi-buddy.org for more information.
WLPN LP Chicago 105.5 FM Lumpen Radio. Welcome back, everybody. Maybe I need to say that again. WLPN LP Chicago 105.5 FM Lumpen Radio. Welcome back, everybody. I didn't have my mic on. Oh my gosh. Thank you for doing that again, Niehla.
It's my pleasure. Oh my gosh.
We are in the studio with Niehla Ollie. And before we went to break, we were talking about finding better ways of a self-care plan. I was thinking, I was like, do I like that word self-care? Do you like that word? Sometimes all these words, all the buzz around them, I'm just really getting over it. Self-care. What do you think?
I like the term self-care because I think that as a business owner and also as a woman, we don't really do enough to take ourselves into consideration because it's always what we have to do for everybody else.
Yeah.
And so when you are thinking about the fact that if I'm not good, nothing else is good, it really helps you to put that in perspective. And so there has to be a balance of things that I'm putting out, but also things that I'm allowing to come in.
It's just, yeah. I remember one time I was at like some women's workshop and they were talking about self-care and I was like, yeah, I keep my makeup and I keep my nails, and the lady's like, that's not self-care.
Ooh.
And everybody was like, ooh.
I know they did. Fight.
Exactly. And I'm like, oh, well, what is it? And then she was just staring at me.
Did she blink or was it a hard stare?
No, it was just a hard stare. I don't really know what their deal was. I was like, okay, I get it. It's more about rest, but why not just tell me it's more about rest instead of staring at me?
See, this is why when I go into certain spaces, I'm very quiet and I observe.
Yeah.
Because I'll fight. No, I'm just playing. I won't fight.
No, you won't. But that's what I thought like self-care meant, was just like maybe keeping yourself
caring for yourself.
well groomed, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a part of self-care.
Yeah.
Because you have to, if you feel like you look good, then you present yourself in the world based on how you feel. The world perceives you.
I really believe when you look good, you feel good.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totes my goats. Okay.
Do you want to tell that lady that she shouldn't have been staring at me?
Ma'am, don't you stare at my friend. Let me slap you around.
What was that about? Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know. Maybe she was having a bad day.
Maybe so. That's something that a lot of people do have bad days, and I do try to take that into account.
But that's why I feel like if you are a person who does not like people, then you should not work in an environment that is where it's necessary for you to be around people if you don't like them. If you did not like dogs, would you be a veterinarian? Absolutely not.
Yeah, for sure.
We got options. It may not be options you like, but you got them.
You've called yourself a day maker.
I have.
Can you give us a guide on how to be a day maker, including what a day maker is?
So it's so funny. Years ago, I was at a beauty conference because I used to work in that industry, and I went to go hear this guy talk. He was a salon owner from another state, and I just felt his talk was so captivating. And he wrote a book on how to be a day maker. And I love the term so much that I took it and I added it to my repertoire because it is imperative. Like, you don't know what somebody else is going through when they encounter you.
Yeah.
And it is a beautiful thing to be able to take somebody who's having a day that's going in the wrong way, to be able to turn that around for them and bring joy and light and laughter into their day, to give them hope. Like, you don't know what somebody experienced before they got to you. You don't know what kind of phone call they had. You don't know what kind of diagnosis they had. You don't know what kind of situation they had at work. You don't know if they were fired from their job or if they just got divorced or even if they're in a domestic violence situation or it's anything. You don't know what people are going through. We all have things that we go through. And so it doesn't cost you anything to be kind. Because you literally could be the difference between life or death for somebody.
Yeah.
And so you have to choose your words carefully. It doesn't cost you anything to be nice. Even if you're having a bad day, when I'm having a bad day, it actually makes me feel really good to make somebody else's day. So it helps to turn my day around.
Yeah. So it sounds like the quick tip is kindness costs nothing. Always be kind.
Well, thank you for making it more concise.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that tip. It's true. I'm going to try that. I remember one time at a grocery store, there were customers going back and forth about it, and
Going back and forth about what?
I don't know what they were about. They were just like, maybe somebody was taking too long because they wanted we're checking a price on something that said it was a certain price. It was another thing. And one of the customers in the line told the other customer, it costs, they said, it costs nothing to be kind.
That's true.
And I said, ooh, so sometimes that phrase really makes me chuckle.
Yeah,
but it's a real phrase.
Sometimes people are very nasty for no reason, and I know you may not be having the best day. Then you should probably stay in the house, or you should have stayed in the car. Maybe you should have done DoorDash, like whatever. If you can't find it in your heart to be decent,
for sure,
and civil, then don't be around people. Don't be around dogs. Don't be around ants,
especially right now,
because the world is crazy.
Yeah,
and also you could be one snarky comment away from getting a beat down because you don't know what people are capable of doing.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful.
Got to stay woke out here.
Honey, stay woke.
Yeah, for sure. Thinking back to going back to when you were in the beauty industry, do you see a connection between helping people feel beautiful on the outside and now nourishing them from the inside?
Absolutely. I think that those two things, really affect how you move in the world. If you're not feeling good in your body, then I think you present yourself a certain way in the world. Just like if you don't feel like you look up to par, you're going to present yourself not in the best way in the world. So I think that anything that is involved with you and your person really affects how you move. And so if you I ate a good breakfast. I ate a healthy breakfast. I think there's a certain level of confidence that you have when you go into the world. Oh, I had a green juice today. I feel really good. Like my gut feels good. Or I drank some kombucha. Or, I decided to not have meat for a week. Or, how do I feel in my body? And then also having that level of pride in yourself. Like, oh, I did that,
I certainly do feel cultured when I have a green juice
How
or
about that?
kombucha.
Do you have it in a martini glass or like a wine glass?
No, but I'm going to start. But I will have my green juice in hand while bringing my hummus to the open art critique.
How about that? Okay.
What do you think? I know you're a pescatarian now, but if folks are if folks are interested in plant-based eating, we know we have to eat more than just hummus, but it can be so intimidating. What do you think? If you don't like vegetables or, or if it seems like it's so much cooking, but maybe you're like a busy working person, it just feels like plant-based eating can be intimidating. This is a question somebody asked me to ask you.
Well, people not going out around here eating slabs of raw meat. You got to cook the meat. You got to cook the chicken. You got to cook the pork chops. You got to cook the fish. You have to season.
But
food.
everybody is it's different to be plant-based. folks see that?
I think that it takes just as much effort to do before people knew how to fry chicken from their grandma or whoever. You had to learn that. Before this dish that you specialized in, you have to learn how to make it. It's the same principle. And sometimes it takes not even as much time to make veggies. And like, just because you are plant forward in your lifestyle doesn't mean that you've cut out all meat. Like, you can have meatless Mondays. You can lessen your meat consumption. Yeah. You can lessen your dairy consumption. It's not an all or nothing thing. And I think that so many people have this mindset like, oh, they're better than if they're vegan, or they're better than. It's not about that. It's about finding what works best for you and your body, and also making better choices. And there are a lot of people who are unhealthy vegans. Yeah. If French fries are your primary source of food in your diet, or chips, that's not very healthy. And so having a balanced meal. I mean, I'll be honest with you. There are some days where I'm so exhausted, I literally will pop popcorn and have that for dinner, and that's not the healthiest option, but it's filling, and it doesn't make me feel bloated, and I really love popcorn. But I gotta, we have to have balance with those things, and so you gotta figure out what do you like, what flavor profiles do you enjoy. Buy those seasonings and make your food, and stop making everything a big deal. It's just not a big deal.
Yeah, that's a good reminder. And this whole vegan, not vegan, very East Coast, West Coast. It's 2025.
Everybody
Let's
calm
cease
down.
it. Let's cease it, y'all.
Listen, I was watching an episode of, I don't know if I could say this show, but I was watching an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians because it's one of my guilty pleasures. I like them. People don't. So what? I don't care. And... they were having a party, and this was like maybe 3 or 4 seasons ago, and they had chicken wings, and Kim was like, oh, I guess I won't be vegan today. And she picked up her fried chicken wing, and she ate it because you don't have to label yourself anything. Yeah. You can eat whatever you want to eat. Just make better choices for your life, and you don't have to be an all or nothing kind of person. Just everybody calm down.
Yeah. With Homegirls hummus, what do you want to see Homegirls hummus grow to? Maybe in the next year?
I would like to be a food service product at restaurants. Okay. I would like to be a food service product in grocery stores where people can get it in their delis, by the pound or quarter pound or half pound or whatever the case may be. I would like to see us used used in different ways by different influencers, just showing the fun ways that people can utilize our product. I give people a lot of tips about utilizing our product, but I would love to see how other people utilize the product in non-traditional ways.
Influencer marketing is definitely interesting.
It is interesting. You just have to partner with the right people. Yeah. Who are going to do it justice.
I've even thought about that for some of my own projects. Like, should I get an influencer to talk about this? Maybe I should. I think it's cool, But I know that word, people always oh my God, influencer. But I'm like, hey, man, this person is going to talk about your product. They're going to do a good job. People listen to them. It sounds like a win-win to me.
Sometimes. I mean, I've seen a couple of situations where people who are considering themselves influencers have gone awry, and they definitely can destroy a business.
Oh, my gosh. I haven't seen that. Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. Fortunately, I have had some really great experiences with different people who are considered influencers who have really taken the opportunity to really show love to Homegirls hummus, and I'm very grateful for that. I do put a lot of heart into the product. People say, oh my God, why does your hummus taste so good? It really is the love. It really is a love. This business grew out of me going through a very terrible time and going through grief. And I've heard the term before that grief is love that has nowhere to go. And so for me to take on this business venture full time, it literally was pouring all the love from the loss of my parents, the love that I had from my family members, and pouring it into my product because it was somewhere to direct my attention. And so it really is a product that contains love, and that's why the product is a tasty product.
Yum. Mm-hmm. You are really fun on social media thinking of influencers. How much time do you put into planning, if any, social content at all?
None. I'm a Cancer. I just am spur of the moment. Here we go.
Oh, really?
I'm going live.
Oh, wow.
It's what I do. You won't see a lot of like curated reels and things like that from me. A lot of times I don't feel like I have the time for that. So I'll just go in there and start talking. I mean, I like to talk. As you can see, I'm a conversationalist. I talk about everything and nothing, and talk about life stuff, talk about everything. And so I'll hop on a live. People will jump on like, girl, what you talking about today? And we'll just be on there talking, and it'll be a good time.
I love that. I'm always trying to figure out a good social media plan, but maybe I'm overthinking it.
So I think that you just have to be present, show up.
Yeah.
It's not about like, oh my God, what am I going to say today? Like, yeah, you should have some things that are planned, but at the end of the day, just show up. And I haven't been on for a while, and so I need to get back on there. I did do a little, filming a little story from here today because I really like this vibe in here. It's very moody and sexy.
Oh, yeah, I love that. That's how we like to roll,
Yeah.
When you look good, you feel good.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, my gosh. You've, what role has faith played in your journey? I feel like you've mentioned faith a little bit here.
It's a huge role.
Yeah.
Faith is everything. Like, God had a plan for me. When I moved back to Chicago from Los Angeles to help to care for my mother, I didn't know that she would be gone in 3 months. And so now I'm back in Chicago, and I'm like, God, I moved back. I loved LA. I moved back, to help to care for my mother, and now she's gone. What am I going to do? And I felt like he was like, watch this. You have to know that God always has a plan for your life. And so when you're obedient and when you are quiet and still enough to listen, he will show you. But also, you got to move. He can plant a seed, but it's up to you to make a move and water the seed and cultivate it and grow the thing that he's giving you. And so faith has played a huge role in my life. Like, who would have ever thought that this would be my business full time, and that it will be doing pretty well. I'm very grateful, and I'm very humbled, and God has been so good to me.
What a dream. What a dream.
Okay.
What is your when you're making your hummus, what's your like go-to kitchen playlist?
Ooh, it just depends. Like, sometimes I like 90s R&B. Sometimes I'm listening to a praise and worship playlist. Sometimes I am listening to, sometimes I listen to polka. Like, it just depends. Like, at some of my markets, I'll have my speaker on. And sometimes, like, on a Sunday morning at some of my Sunday markets, if it's raining, I'll have, like, a rainy Sunday morning playlist that I'll find on my my music provider or whatever the case may be. But I like all kinds of music. I like moods. I like for people to be like, oh, hey, and I like singing along, and people usually enjoy that. It makes you approachable because they look at you like you're having a good time, and they want to have a good time too.
Yeah. Do you ever do a two-step to the polka music?
I have not yet done the polka two-step.
Okay.
But I will. Thank you for the reminder.
You're welcome. When we leave here, I'm going to visit a friend who unfortunately has a heartbreak, I'm sorry. And and I just wonder, like, which one of your hummus flavors would be the best? Which is the best? Blissful. Mm-hmm. Blissful is the best hummus flavor for heartbreak. For heartbreak.
It's beautiful. It's a vibrant pink color.
Ooh.
It's going to give her joy. It's a little sweet and a little savory, and it's really rich. Like, the color of it, honestly, just makes you happy just looking at it. So I'm going to send you with some hummus for your homegirl.
And if there were people arguing in the checkout line, what kind of hummus flavor would you give for them? Would you say, hey guys, stop arguing, have some of this hummus?
Chicago style, #1, hands down.
Okay.
Yeah. It's our roasted garlic hummus with mild jardinera. It's a Chicago staple, but people from everywhere love this hummus. It's our #1 seller. And
pull the mic closer to you.
It's my #1 seller, and I think that people would really, really enjoy it. So I think it would stop any argument.
Okay, that's good. So it sounds like we should keep some of the pita chips on our pocket too, so that we could share this with the folks.
I mean, if you want to keep pita chips in your pocket, but they're probably going to crack and break. But hey, I don't know. Tell me how you really feel.
What is like? Okay, you want to be in the food. I was trying to think of like what's like a dream that you haven't said out loud yet towards Homegirls Hummus.
There's so many amazing dreams that I have for my brand, but I am looking forward today when I get a call from like GMA And like I'm talking to like Robin Roberts, and I'm talking to like Michael Strahan, and everybody else, like George,
Yeah.
And what's the lady's name with the blonde hair? I can't even think of her name. But yeah, I just I want everybody, like, you know what I would love to do?
What?
I would love to go on with Megan from Megan with Love.
Okay.
Because I love her show. She is getting ready. She's the new Martha Stewart.
Okay.
The voice,
She can cook?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
The crafts, like all the things. She is like she's taking the baton. But I would love to go on her show and cook with her and show her how to make hummus and like make hummus with like amazing toppings and all those things. I would love to do that with her. She really seems like a girl's girl. I love watching her move. I love her creativity, and I would love to go on her show and make hummus with her.
What a dream that would be.
It would be a dream, just because, like, yeah.
Yeah, why not? I could see it.
Me too.
What is your favorite snack besides hummus and popcorn? Can you put the popcorn in hummus?
No.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah, that doesn't seem like that'd be good, but some people are like a little quick dip.
I like a frozen treat.
Yeah.
So whether that is a popsicle, whether that is a freeze pop, whether that is some kind of ice cream or frozen yogurt or whatever situation, I like, or some kind of parfait situation, but I love a frozen treat. Even in the winter, in the dead of winter. -20, inside on my couch, the fake fireplace going, watching a good movie, and eating some frozen delicious treat.
I love ice cream and milkshakes and popsicles too. Yeah. So much where I was just even thinking last night, I was like, I should probably keep it in the house more because sometimes it's like, it's too late to just like go out. Milkshakes are way too expensive when like I can just simply make one at home.
You can.
And they like come so big. Like I'm like, oh no, I just want like a little one.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Exactamundo.
Yeah. What a dream. Lipstick or hummus? If you had to pick one, what are you picking?
Why would those be the two options?
Because one of my sources said that's the option.
Okay, well, there's going to be hummus all day long.
Okay. Ooh, but if you could would you make like a lipstick line out of hummus?
Why would I do that?
I mean, maybe like out of your hummus flavors.
I would
the
not.
names.
I would not.
Because it's not right? You can't wear
it's not that it's not right. I just don't know why those two things would need to happen. Just like I was watching an episode of Project Runway some years ago, and they had to make uniforms, but they had to use vegetables. And I was like, in what world is this necessary? I just don't like unnecessary stress for no reason. So absolutely not. There's no need to do that.
What about a hummus Carmex?
No. No, Max. Yes. No, absolutely not.
Oh, my gosh. Speaking of Project Runway, what are you watching lately on TV? Do you have any good shows?
Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you. I started watching All's Fair, and I love it. I know some people have had some mixed reviews on it. One of my favorite podcasters does not like it, but she doesn't like Kim Kardashian. It's whatever.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. That's the show you were talking about.
It is really, really good to me. I really enjoyed those 3 episodes, and I can't wait for the next episode to drop.
Oh, okay. So it started with the 3 episodes. Okay. Yeah, it looks really pretty.
It is aesthetically pleasing. And if you know anything about Ryan Murphy, he's going to give you the looks.
Yeah.
He's going to bring back old school actresses. He loves older women. It's such a good show. I really am enjoying it.
That's good because I know Ryan was like into the other like true crime stories, and I'm not into those.
But
so
Ryan's
I'm glad about those.
also the creator of Glee, and Glee was like one of my favorite shows for a very long time.
Yeah, I never watched a Glee.
Oh.
Isn't that something?
No judgment.
Thank you.
Judgment.
Why would you judge me?
I would.
Would you judge everybody that hasn't watched Glee?
I would judge people who try to make lipstick out of hummus.
Nene Leakes was on Glee.
I remember.
I love Nene.
She was one of the coaches competing against Sue Silvestri. Yeah, honey, I know.
I love that.
Yeah.
You will also, like, within Homegirls, Hummus, you'll cater and do all things like that, right?
I have done, and I will do. I'm looking to do some holiday parties for different businesses. I want to do some grazing tables with starring our hummus. So that's something that I have kind of been doing for the past couple of years, and I really enjoy it. And I want to do more of those things, especially like with the holidays coming up. I'm really looking to do more of that. So, hey guys, if you're interested, hit me up.
What do you think is like the most wildest thing you could make with hummus that folks might not think to make with hummus?
You can make hummus like a pasta sauce.
Oh.
Like instead of using a marinara, you can use hummus. I've done it. I love it. I use it as a pizza sauce.
Really?
Yeah. I use it as a salad dressing.
I don't know. You know what? I'm sure the listeners like, yes, Stephanie, I knew all this. But
some people did not. Don't let the people fool you.
I was going to say, I never know this
feel-
because my introduction again to hummus is bringing it to the open critique. Every time I go, there's like 6 different versions of hummus. Store-bought, but they're also sort of the same.
Yeah, they all have tahini in them. I would like to mention that Homegirls hummus is tahini-free.
What's tahini?
So no sesame in the product.
Oh, sesame.
And sesame is one of the big 9 allergens. So a lot of people have sesame intolerance. And, it's really great that people have the option of not having sesame in their hummus.
What are the other 8 allergens? Do you know? You said sesame is an allergen?
So we're going to talk about sesame.
Uh-huh.
Because that's what I do now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, I never thought about, like, I don't entertain that much. Maybe if I entertained more, I would know this kind of stuff.
Well, you're very entertaining, so I feel like you should entertain more.
Thanks. Yeah, I do want to, like, have dinner parties more. I had this thought of, like, it's not, like, a new thought, but just bringing, like, different strangers of my world together for a meal, which I thought could be fun. It could be, like, you, my Aunt Susie.
Hey, sis.
Maybe somebody I met at the grocery store.
The Piggly Wiggly?
Yeah, at the Piggly Wiggly.
Okay.
The customer that was arguing. Just these different worlds together to break bread with one another.
Yes, breaking
That's
bread.
what I was thinking, but I don't know. Entertaining just seems like it takes so much time and planning.
I love entertaining. And I want to start having some Homegirls Hummus game nights.
Oh.
So that's something I want to do through the fall. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but just haven't found the time or opportunity. But that's something I'm definitely going to do at least 2 for this winter season.
Do you have a favorite game?
I just ordered this game that I've been wanting to play for a while from one of my favorite YouTube personalities. And so I'm looking forward to getting the game and playing it with people I know and cutting up and having a good time.
Okay. Do you like Jenga?
I like it. I've played it a couple times. It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yes.
I really love it. My friend has a big Jenga. Like, the blocks are very, very big, and that's a lot of fun.
The last time I played it, I played the huge Jenga. I was on vacation with my sister and my brother-in-law. It was a good time.
Did you win?
I feel like I did.
Nice. Congratulations.
I mean, I didn't get a trophy or anything, but you know.
What? Oh, my gosh. So, usually in the farmers markets, you are like, where are you at usually? Where can we find you? Or is there like is farmers market season even right now, or is it over?
Farmers market season has ended for the spring, summer.
Okay.
Early fall. And then we have 2 indoor markets that we're going to be doing in the winter. And we have a Friendsgiving luxury farmers market that we're doing towards the end of this month. So,
Ooh, what's a luxury farmers market?
It's just a higher end farmers market. They're very selective. It's indoor. It's at a really pretty location. They do the things.
Okay, yeah. I was going to ask if farmers markets are ever indoors.
They do have some indoor farmers markets, and especially it's newer in Chicago for a lot of different areas to start having indoor farmers markets for the winter because people want the things.
Yeah, and people still want to come out and support their favorite vendors. And if they just go away for the winter, that's not cool.
Not cool at all.
I love that. So if we wanted to find out where your farmers markets are, where do we find that?
So connect with me on my social media. You can meet me at 2020 Instagram Lane. It's where I reside.
Okay.
On the Instagram. I usually post the markets that are going to be happening. And then you can see where I'm going to be.
Yeah. Anything else you want to mention that we might not have spoke about before we come to the top of the hour?
I just want to say I really appreciate being here today. I really, for those of you who are, having concerns with your health or really considering to change your lifestyle or to be more plant forward, I'm not telling you to be vegan or totally plant-based, but you could be more plant-forward, meaning you can heighten the amount of vegetables and plants that you're eating in your diet. Don't overthink it. It's super simple. Just make some quick changes and keep it moving. It's all good.
I love it. I really love the overthinking thing is such a good reminder. I am the queen of overthinking.
I think that we have to consider some of the choices that we make in life.
Yeah.
Some of the bad choices, we don't overthink any of those things. We just do it like a fool. like a fool. So I think that take that same throwing caution to the wind when you're deciding to do things to enhance your life, because it's really not that deep.
Yeah. Before you go dark, think about eating an apple. How about that?
How about that? Slather some peanut butter on there.
Yeah, because that gives you your protein. Is that right?
It does add some protein, but it also makes it more fun. It's almost like kind of having like a taffy apple.
Oh, I don't think so.
It
a
is.
Peanut butter is definitely different from caramel. Have you ever had a peanut butter taffy apple?
Well, first of all, the taffy apples that I eat, they have caramel and they have peanuts on them.
Oh, that's true.
Hello?
I'm a peanut-free girly.
Oh, sorry, babe.
Yeah, me too. Listen, listener, thank you so much for being here on noseyAF Live. Niehla, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, doll.
Yes, what a dream. Well, it's 3 o'clock, and thank you for your time, Chicago. Have a wonderful day. Do you want to say bye, Niehla?
Bye, Niehla.
This has been another episode of noseyAF. I'm your host, Stephanie Graham. What did you think about today's conversation? I would love to hear your thoughts. Head over to the noseyAF website for all the show notes related to this episode. You can also find me on Instagram at Stephanie Graham. What would you know? Or online at missgraham.com, where you can sign up for my newsletter where I share exclusive updates about my studio practice as well as this podcast. Until next time, y'all, stay curious and take care. Bye.